Welcome to the TurnIt In Training presented by the Academic Technology Division of Piedmont College. In today's lesson, you will learn to set up TurnIt in your Canvas instance, understand what your students see and how they interact with TurnIt in their Canvas instance, use SpeedGrader in Canvas, and learn about the functionality of TurnIt In's Feedback Studio. So what exactly is TurnIt In? TurnIt In is a third-party software that will help you maintain academic integrity in your course. TurnIt In searches many different sources to ensure that your students are creating their own work and not copying work done by other people. Okay, so let's open up our Canvas instance. Now let's go up to the Assignments tab on our left, and we will click on the Plus Assignment tab on the right. Now, really quickly, I will give this a title, copy and paste a quick note about the paper, give it some points, and now we get to submission type. This is where the rubber hits the road as far as TurnIt In is concerned. So under submission type, you will need to choose the online method here. Once you make that choice, you will have other choices to click on. I highly suggest you choose File Uploads, so students will have to upload their work to Canvas. Directly underneath the Submission Type box is Plagiarism Review. Now select TurnIt In. This should be rather easy as it is the only choice there. Once you choose TurnIt In, some choices will pop up. Let's take a moment to examine them. In the drop-down box, you will see a choice of using a standard paper repository or not. It defaults to using the repository as this is how it builds a database of work submitted. Now, all student data is stripped out of the paper in the depository, so there are no FERPA violation issues. If you choose not to use the repository, it will not keep the paper and the database, unfortunately, will be incomplete. We highly recommend using the repository. Two really quick things. One, TurnIt In uses the ETS handbook to do a grammar check. So if you want to use that instead of Grammarly, you can. It also allows you to determine if a student can see the TurnIt In report. Now you have three different options here. The option I used when I used TurnIt In for my courses was I would have a report generated and sent to the student after I graded the paper. Okay, so now I am in the student view, and I'm going to demonstrate what the student sees. So in the course summary, they see the final drone paper assignment, and the student will left click on that link. At the top of the assignment page, they will choose the Submit Assignment. After they do that, a new dialog box opens up for them. This dialog box has 4 tabs on it for the students to pick from. If they save their paper on their hard drive, they would click on the Choose File button. This will open up a new dialog box that will allow the student to navigate to their paper. If your student is using the cloud, they can link their Dropbox, Google Drive, and/or their Office 365 account. It should be noted that Piedmont pays for the students to have online access to Office 365, where they can work in the cloud in Excel, Word, and also PowerPoint. I am now ready to upload my file. So I navigate to it, and I click the Open button. After I do this, a dialog box will disappear, and next to File, the name of the document that I am uploading will appear. The student now has to check a box that states that they will agree to the tool's end user license agreement. This assignment is my own original work. Once they check that box, they are able to submit their assignment. Now that the assignment has been submitted, I'm going to go back to the instructor view. I will click on the final drone paper link, and it will take me to the assignment page. Now that I am here, I will go up to the upper right-hand corner of the page and click on SpeedGrader. SpeedGrader will open up a new tab in Chrome, and the student's paper will be here. Before we jump into TurnIt In, Let's go over some of the tools here in SpeedGrader. At the top of the page, from right to left, you will see the student whose assignment is currently being displayed, how many assessments you have to grade, and how many have been graded. The next three symbols allow you to sort how you will grade your assessments. For instance, you can sort by name how you want to grade them or by submitted date. There are 3 or 4 different options here. Whether you want to mute the assignment or go back to the gradebook. On the next row, which is blue for me, going from left to right, you have the tools that will allow you to work with the document for assessment purposes. The first symbol I will come back to later. The page counter tells you how many pages are in the document and allows you to jump to different pages. The next one allows you to rotate the page 90 degrees. Zoom is pretty self-explanatory, but the last set of tools are what is really great about Canvas and SpeedGrader. If you want to see the full document, you can click on the double arrow and it will expand out your screen. The next 7 tools allow you to leave comments and annotations, highlight words, strike out words, draw, and select whole text. Once you are done grading the paper, go back to the symbol on the far left that we skipped over. This button allows you to create a PDF with the paper and your comments on it. A couple more things about SpeedGrader. In the far right middle window, you will see when the paper was submitted, the actual file submitted with a plagiarism score, and a box for the score you are going to give for this assessment. You will also see that there's a place for you to write comments about the assessment you just scored. When you are done grading, just hit the Submit button. Now that we have done a general overview of SpeedGrader, let's get back to Turn It In. Notice that next to the file name is a box with a percentage number in it. This is the Turnitin score for this paper. On this assignment, it has scored a 99% chance it was plagiarized. Basically, this paper is a copy and paste job from the internet, which for this demonstration it was. Now click on the number score and it will open up a new browser tab in Chrome with Turnitin on it. When the browser opens up, you will see the student's name and paper title on the top. To the right, you will see an inverted toolbar. The top inverted bar is the Turnitin toolbar that shows you the percentage plagiarized. If you click on that number, it will show you where the material was copied from. The button underneath that will display all the sources where the students got their content from. There is a filter system available to use if you so choose. The last 2 tools allow you to check the grammar using the ETS software that is a part of the Turnitin tool. The down arrow allows you to download a copy of what you are seeing for your records. You can create a digital receipt for your students, and just a plain old copy of the paper they, and I'm using air quotes here, wrote. By using this tool, you can find out quickly if there has been any academic dishonesty and where the original work came from. Turnitin is a powerful tool you can use to ensure the academic integrity of your course. Using Turnitin with SpeedGrader allows you to maximize your assessments and allows for students to get authentic feedback on their work. Thank you for taking the Turnitin In training. In this training, you learn to set up Turnitin in your Canvas instance, what your students see and how they interact with Turnitin, to use SpeedGrader, and to use Turnitin's Feedback Studio. If you need any further assistance, please feel free to email us at academictech@piedmont.edu.